everyone, welcome to Swasti Vishwa Institute YouTube channel. My name is Meghna Deshpande and I work as a clinical psychologist at Swasti Vishwa Institute. We, the Swasti Vishwa Institute, are a Section 8 non-profit organization started by Dr. Swati Karve with the vision of transforming individuals, communities and organizations by building competencies and capabilities to bring about a holistic change in this world. I once again welcome everyone on our YouTube channel. Today, we are going to talk about careers in the field of psychology and how an individual can develop skills for that particular subject. As you all know, choosing a right career path that fits our personality as well as our interest is extremely crucial since our whole life is dependent upon that particular career. So, career guidance and counseling can help us explore more about our interest areas, our aptitudes, and personality traits. So, today, in this interview, we are going to discuss how we can drive our passion as well as curiosity towards a right career path. To talk about this topic and share her experience, today we have a guest speaker, Dr. Prachee Joeg. Dr. Prachee Joeg is a consultant psychologist with Swasti Vishwa Institute. She has done her master's in clinical psychology from the University of Mumbai, and she holds a MPhil and PhD degree in social sciences from the Tata Institute of Social Sciences. In her career spanning nearly 3 decades, she has worked as a teaching faculty for undergraduates and postgraduate students of psychology in Mumbai and Pune. She has also been a counselor and a consultant for various NGOs. Her expertise lies in career guidance and counseling based on standardized assessments. She provides guidance and counseling for schools, colleges, working adults in their careers, and also provides mid-career counseling. She is a certified career counselor from the Pearsons and also has experience of providing guidance in research methodology for postgraduate students. So Dr. Prachee will share about career guidance and specifically the careers in the field of psychology, along with her own experience in counseling people regarding their career paths. Welcome to our channel, Dr. Prachee. We are glad to have you on our platform, and I'm sure that the audience would love to hear from you about this topic.
Thanks, Meghna. Thank you for inviting me to talk about psychology as a career option. This particular talk is meant for class 12 students or class 10 students who want to take up psychology as a career. Okay, so let's begin.
Yes, as you said that this video is about 10th and 12th students who are looking to make their careers. So the one question that I feel everybody is curious about is what is psychology in a nutshell and what is the importance of this subject?
Yeah, sure. Psychology, what you will be studying is the science of human behavior and mind. You will see how we use scientific methods to study mind and behavior. You will be learning about thoughts, feelings, motivation, memory, and many more aspects about being human. As you can imagine, human behavior is vast and varied. So there'll be various perspectives to, studying psychology, okay, such as the behavioral perspective, the psychodynamic perspective. All this will help you to understand how the human mind functions.
Okay, right. As you mentioned, the topics in psychology that are really very important. The students would like to know the application part of psychology. That is, what are the areas where we can apply psychology?
Yeah. As you can imagine, understanding mind and behavior will be required in each and every field that has human interactions. So you can apply your understanding to vast fields in mental health, in the industry, in human relations, in sports, in as sports psychology, uh, and so on. Their applications are vast.
Right. And as you're talking about application, I guess one of the main questions that comes to my mind as well is the popularity of this topic. I guess everybody is
Mhm.
using it, and in every profession, we can see some bits of psychology. So, could you just elaborate on this? Why is it getting popular these days?
Yeah, there are many youngsters who come to me wanted to take up psychology. Well, it's because it's interesting in itself. Knowing about, who would not want to know about the human mind and how it functions. So it's ultimately about knowing yourself better. B, it's also that the service sector in India has expanded in the last few decades, and jobs in this sector are increasing. There's greater awareness about those as well. And of course, there are some who may have faced mental illness in their family, or in themselves, and then they want to understand this better.
Okay, yes. Since you're mentioning about the jobs as well, one part is the background that students need to take up the subject of psychology, especially for the graduation. So, could you just
Mm,
give some information on what background is necessary?
yeah. So, in India, at least in most universities, psychology is offered in the arts stream. There are some, at the same time, there are some colleges and universities that do offer psychology in science stream as well. But in most of the places, it will be offered in the arts stream. So, at least as of now, you need to get a basic BA degree in psychology. So, after your 12th standard you could do your 12th in arts, science, or commerce. Then you need to shift, if you're doing it in science or commerce, you may have to shift to the art stream. So bear in mind also that there might be some colleges or universities that may have their own admission process for opting for a BA psychology program. Once you get in the BA program, the first 2 years, you'll have, papers in psychology and other subjects as well. But in psychology, like introduction to psychology, or developmental psychology, social psychology. And then the third and the last year is when you will, if you specialize in psychology, then you'll have all 6 papers, or all 6 courses in psychology. So those are different. Those can be courses like cognitive psychology, abnormal psychology, industrial psychology, and so on. Okay, there are some universities that do offer a BSc degree in psychology also, and then you will have to do a minimum master's degree in psychology if you want to join anywhere as a psychologist.
Okay, this was a great insight since you talked about the universities and also the programs that they are offering. So if
Yeah.
someone wants to do a specialization in any field, how do they know that they have the right personality, aptitudes, and the skills needed?
Yeah, I mean, the aptitude and skills required depends upon your specialization within psychology and the work that you do. For example, the personality and or aptitude and skills required to be a psychotherapist or a counselor will be very different from those required to do research in psychology, or those who want to join the industry, or in the sports sector. So, in general, for class 12 students, I would say it's good to know a few things if you want to take up psychology. So, firstly, do you have a great curiosity um, about the human mind and behavior? Are you curious about what are you feeling? What are others feeling? And, what's the difference between thinking and feeling? How does the mind really function? Why do people behave the way they do? So this is the basic requirement, I would say, your interest. Okay. And then there are other things, of course, which go along. Like, do you read a lot? That will certainly help. Are you able to express your thoughts clearly once you have read something in writing? Are you able to understand concepts verbally? So this is a great, help if you want to take up psychology, having a good verbal aptitude. Okay. Then as the course proceeds, you may want to look up specializations within psychology. All right.
Okay.
And where psychology can be applied.
Okay. Since you are talking about the personality aptitude and the skills needed for any specialization, but specifically for the psychology as a career, do we need some specific personality traits or any specific aptitudes uh, which are necessary?
Yeah, this is indeed something that I've seen many students grapple with. Of course, it's best answered when you choose one particular aspect or field of psychology that you want to work in. So, as we will proceed, the news is that we will be definitely bringing in a lot of experts in this series of psychology related careers. So, we'll soon look at specializations in psychology in these series, and we'll call upon experts to help you understand that field better. Okay.
Yes, definitely. And that will give a lot more clarity of what the fields are in the psychology. And I guess hearing from the experts, students will also gain a lot of insight. And
Yeah,
it will be a more clear path for them as well. So,
absolutely.
as we are talking about careers in psychology, I guess your experience as a career counselor has been vast. So, how does your background in psychology help you in your career counseling?
Yeah. Career counseling is done these days by anyone who, and they may not indeed have any background in psychology. There are certifications available for everyone to become a career counselor. At my own level, I would say that it was easy to me to transition into this role as a career counselor now, having taught for so many years and understanding young people's issues, and enabling them to think through and gain clarity in their thoughts. Okay. This has kind of helped me to take up this career counseling. Also, I worked with NGOs, and I do have gathered enough knowledge to understand various careers in especially the arts and humanities stream. And this is what I essentially help youngsters to do, to gain clarity in their goals, help them assess their strengths and use their strengths and see where their strengths can be applied.
Okay, I guess that's a really great way to do that, and definitely the students might also benefit from that kind of clarity. So, I would like to ask you, do you have any advice for the students who are looking for making a career in psychology?
Yeah, I would say just talk to a career counselor at least once to understand what you want to do. Okay. A career counselor will be able to guide you to understand your aptitude, your personality fit, and essentially help you to gain clarity. Okay.
Okay. So since we also have our career counseling process and programs, and where you are taking clients, so can you also explain our students in brief about the process that we follow so that I guess they can also benefit from our services?
Yes, sure. So the first thing that we do is we have an exploratory session with the client. It could be student, and generally I don't have the parents in the first session itself, but we explore with the client what is it that they really want to do, what is their current dilemma regarding the career. So we get at what exactly is the issue in the exploratory session. And I also introduce to them some interest, interest scale or interest test. I give them an introduction towards the end of the session on the various tests that are available and that are suitable for them. Then, if they want to, they do take up these tests. Typically, these are the three: interest, aptitude, and personality tests. We have these standardized tests, and they're offered online. Okay. And the students can take them online. Instructions are clearly given, and the scores also appear online. So after this test is done, then they come back to me for the test interpretation and discussion on what else, what can be done. So now I've got these scores. What does it all mean? What does it all add up to? So that's what we discuss. And parents are also, of course, coming in the last part of this, because they may have some concerns, which I do address as well. So that's how we typically proceed. And then if the student or the client wants, there are more sessions. They want to gain greater clarity on goals and so on.
Okay. So as you can see, this is a very systematic process, right from the exploratory session, then the test administration, and the report discussion, where we also take parents wherever they are required, because their role is ultimately very important in a child's development.
Yes.
So it's a
And they
systematic
may
process.
have their own, yes, sorry. They may have their own concerns, which definitely get addressed
Yes.
along with the students mindset and the students own exploration. It's also the parents who may have concerns and their own mindset. Everything gets addressed in the following sessions. Yeah.
Yes, and being from a psychology background, I guess it helps, because if the student is not in a right mindset, or if there are certain allied concerns which are apart from their career path, so you can address them and help them choose a right career in that
Yeah.
scenario.
Yeah, definitely. So we are able to get at what could be the pain points or issues that are bothering the student or the client.
Exactly. Thank you, ma'am, for your insight and giving us a lot of information about what are the fields in psychology. Also, what exactly is psychology? Because everybody's just knows some topics in psychology, but they don't have depth about this particular field and what all is going on in this field. So, thank you for giving that information. And yes, the services
There
that
is
we
a,
offer. Yes.
yeah.
And I guess with the services that we offer, we can help more students to choose their right career path, their dream job. So thank you so much. And I guess it was a
Yeah.
very lovely session with you. I was also going to ask audience to post their questions so that we can answer them. They can post it in the comment section and we would love to answer them as well.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much, Meghna. Again, uh, there's just an additional tip that I can give students who want to take up psychology. You can open up books, which are, for the BA degree, whatever books are there. Do please read and open up those books. Will give you an idea of the kind of subjects and the kind of topics are there within psychology.
Yes, I guess that will help them. Thank you for the advice, ma'am. And thank you for having time and doing this session. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. It was my pleasure. And indeed, I'm thankful to Swasti Institute for hosting me.
Thank you, ma'am.